Reno Omokri, one of the staunchest supporters of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, and who used to be the special advisor on new media to former President Goodluck Jonathan, has embarked on a mission, apparently with the support of the federal government, to dispel the story that there are ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria, as contained in a new bill by the American Senator Ted Cruz. And to show you that, to prove to you that Reno Omokri is part of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the diaspora, anytime he visits Nigeria, he always likes to show pictures he took, either visiting the president, which you can see, or visiting the National Security Advisor. Okay, so there is no doubt about it that he is part of those who works for this government in the diaspora. Okay, and he has embarked on a mission apparently sent by the government of Nigeria to help to quell the story or to dispel the story that there is ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria. So based on that apparent assignment, he invited some Americans on a fact-finding mission to prove that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. The agenda for inviting the Americans was to show that there is no ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria. However, the mission backfired live on national television when, against what Reno Omokri wanted, those on the fact-finding mission, the Americans refused to agree with him that there is no Christian genocide. And you are going to watch the video where he was putting the word in their mouth to say that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria, that they have agreed, that the Americans have agreed, but the Americans on national television disagreed with him, say they have not yet reached that conclusion. So let us watch.
Well, when Senator Ted Cruz began this tale about a Christian genocide, and Gregory Abbott, the governor of Texas, followed along with Congressman Moore, I felt it was my patriotic duty to reach out to the Republican Party and officials who have a desire to know the truth. And so I was able to get Mayor Mike Arnold, a Republican elected mayor from the state of Texas, who is personally friends with Senator Ted Cruz and Gregory Abbott, and also an associate with President Trump. And I invited him over to Nigeria for fact-finding. Not just him, I invited also a filmmaker. I wanted them to see for themselves, because Senator Ted Cruz, a lot of people in Nigeria think he doesn't mean well, but I think he means well. But the thing is, he doesn't have the right information. He's never been to Nigeria, and Congressman Moore hasn't been to Nigeria. So I invited these two gentlemen here, and before they came, they briefed Senator Ted Cruz and Congressman Chip Roy, and they're here. Now, they've met with the leaders of the Christian Association of Nigeria. They've just met with the chairman. They've also met with the leaders of the JNI, that's the Jamaatul Nasrul Islam. For those who don't speak Arabic, that's just the Society for the Support of Islam. So they've met with them. They've been to IDP camps. They've seen the situation there. This whole idea of a Christian genocide in Nigeria is ludicrous. Yes, there are killings of Christians in Nigeria, and anybody who denies that will be, frankly, a dishonest person. But then, there are also killings going on in the Muslim arena. I mean, I hate to say this, but only recently we had killings at a mosque in Katsina. We had killings at another mosque in Zamfara. And if you have these terrorists go to a state like Benue and they hit people there, obviously most of the victims will be Christians. Why? Because Benue is a Christian-dominated state. If they hit in Zamfara, most of the victims will be Muslims. So there's no Christian genocide, and to prove it, I've invited this gentleman.
I don't understand why a nation that's as mineral rich and growing as Nigeria has to go and beg from Uncle Sam for help serving their own people. Nigerians have plenty of resources to help these people get back, or at least get something where they can have stability and a life. Now they're denied, they're ground down, they're called criminals, they're called vagrants. Their homes are bulldozed with no warning. It's a horrific life that these people are living, and nobody's here. I mean, why should it be? You don't want America to come here and say anything about terrorism, but you want their money? That doesn't make sense to me whatsoever.
And the most important thing, I suppose, how do we change the narrative in America?
Well, what has happened today is that these fact finders have come and they've met with the leadership of CAN. They've also met with the leadership of JNI, which is the apex Muslim or the Islamic body. And for one, they've agreed that there's no Christian genocide. Mayor, am I right?
I'm fact-finding, Reno. I don't know the legal definition of that term, and I think it'd be premature, and I've diminished my credibility.
I think that's a good point.
Okay, but I
think I've diminished my credibility if I made a declaration before the fact-finding.
I mean, you've literally got to Nigeria, so you need to...
That was the video showing the Americans. You saw how they threw Omokri under the bus, because Omokri put word into their mouth that they have confirmed that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. And the mayor from Texas said, no, we have not yet reached that conclusion. We are still on a fact-finding mission. We are still investigating. We are still moving around the country. Even though Omokri claimed that they have seen everybody else gone to the IDPs, but the Americans will not allow Omokri to mess them up on national television, because they know that Arise TV, where Reno took them to, is watched all over the world, and they have to be careful of their own reputation. So they threw Omokri under the bus to show you that what the plan of Omokri in that particular instance have failed, because the idea was that he wanted to do the yeoman's job for the government, to bring Americans who are Republicans like Ted Cruz, who are from the same state like Ted Cruz, to come and say that Ted Cruz lied on Nigeria's national television, that there is no genocide in Nigeria. And these people said, not so. We are still doing fact-finding mission. When we finish, we're going to write a report. And apparently, if they are writing the report, they have to show it to the governor of Texas. They have to show it to the Texas Senator, Ted Cruz himself. Okay, and that's not the only place that Mayor Arnold threw Omokri and the administration under the bus, because he also hit the government when he was talking about that Nigeria has the resources, that Nigeria has money, has the capacity to take care of the IDPs, because this mayor has visited IDP camps, some of the IDP camps, okay? And if you watch the whole interview, he is somebody who is passionate about the human condition, okay? He said they have visited the IDP camps, and there is a lot of shortages in the IDP camps, okay? The IDP camps are poorly maintained. The people are suffering in the IDP camps. The children don't have access to education. They don't have nothing. Okay? In fact, he said the condition of that IDP is that if you pass through these IDP camps, you can go back more violent than ever before. But he was talking about that they are making an effort to see that if you go through the IDP camps, you become a reformed person, become a changed person. You don't go back to be a bad person and stuff like that. And by showing that, by that kind of statement, that is not what the government invited him to come and talk about, to identify the faults in the system by saying that the condition of the IDP camps is bad, of the IDP camp, the condition of the IDP camps and the people inside it, which are the product of the insurgency in Nigeria that have driven so many millions of Nigerians out of their ancestral home. He said that Nigeria has the resources to be able to do it, to be able to take care of them, give them a better life, protect the country better. He said Nigeria has capacity to do it. And then he hit the government again when he was saying that, look, for those who are saying that Americans are interfering in Nigeria's affair, he said, no, you can't say that. You cannot go and be begging Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam is the term to describe the American president or the American government. You can't go to Uncle Sam and be begging for aid to be able to fight terrorism. He said, for instance, America has spent over $1 billion in aids against terrorism, to fight terrorism in Nigeria. America has spent over $1 billion. Okay? In the past in the last 2 years or thereabout, aiding Nigeria to fight insurgency. And then you say that America should not have say about the way that they are fighting the terrorism. So he is saying, no, America have the say, have to have a say. You can't collect our money and say that America is interfering, or that America should not put mouth in how to do the issue of stopping the killings in Nigeria. Okay, so if Nigeria don't want America to pay attention to what is going on in Nigeria, then they shouldn't collect American money. That is basically the whole thing has backfired against them. The Americans they brought, thinking that they are going to dance to their tune, it has backfired. And what that means is that at the end of the day, this Anno, this mayor and the filmmaker, they are going to give their report to the Senator Ted Cruz, who is working on the bill to sanction Nigeria for not protecting Christians from alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria. So that's what they will do. They give their own part. But I know it will not even end there, because these two Americans that the government of Nigeria apparently brought in, because don't tell me that Omokri, a social media influencer, you see him boasting there that out of his own patriotic duty, so he is the one that will pay their flight, lodge them in hotel, move them around with his own money. Do you believe that story? Do you think that it's Omokri that funded these Americans to come on with his own personal money out of his patriotic duty? Or do you think it was the government of Nigeria that assigned him that responsibility? Because it is important we also look at it from that perspective. Because Omokri want to give the impression that out of his patriotic duty, he invited them. By invited them, it means he is the one that took care of their flight ticket, took care of their accommodation. He is the one taking them across all the geopolitical zones or wherever they need to go and fact check or to do the fact-finding mission, which brought them that Omokri is using his own hard-earned money as a social media influencer to pay for these people, according to him, out of his patriotic duty. Do you believe that? Or do you think that this is a PR stunt being funded by the federal government of Nigeria to counter the narrative that there is ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you, and please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.